Wow, what is this? Inside LRT also can have class. What the heck? You guys inside the LRT, you all see Jala. Inside LRT, yeah. You guys inside the LRT. Okay. All right, YouTube is live already. Yeah, wait, crazy, Why you so bad? Why you say people black? Okay, right. We're gonna start at 9:05, huh? You went out to study, forgot got class today, ah. Walao, eh. Okay, we're starting at 9:05, everybody. Now, although I will conduct this class in English, but y'all can ask your questions in Mandarin also, if you want. Okay, for those Mandarin class students, you can ask your class in Mandarin. You can ask your class in Tamil. You can ask your question in Tamil also. I cannot guarantee I will answer you, but you can try lah. You can try. Okay, later I'll basically go through some topics lah. These topics I don't know come from where one lah. Yesterday I sleep then in my dream got these topics appear, so I just talk about some certain topics only lor. Yeah. So it's not leak, it's not like tips okay, it's just some certain topics that come into my mind when I sleep only last night. Yeah, just in case you want to know. It's a prophecy. I don't dare to say prophecy lah. Yeah. So y'all can take out a piece of paper or write down lah. There's no like notes or anything. I'm just writing everything from scratch one, okay? Yeah. We'll start in 2 minutes time. 9:05 we'll start, okay? Yeah, so if you need to leave early, then just go ahead lah. Some of you maybe you're a bit weaker. You need to sleep earlier. Sleep is for the weak. Okay, we'll be starting in 2 minutes. By the way, the topics that I dreamed of yesterday is in Malay. So if I get the translation wrong, you need to tell me. Cause when I dream in Malay one. Yeah. Yeah. I dream the dream tell me it's like pembiasan gelombang air laut frequency ambang like that one. So I dream a bit in Malay one. Okay, let me start sharing my screen first. Oh yo, I didn't charge my iPad. Okay, then I'll teach until my iPad finish battery, then no more already. Head of KPM come into my dream. Yeah. Okay. Everybody here ready or not? Students from Kota Komning here ready or not? Expected until what time? No idea. Until everybody decide to sleep. Until everybody here decide to sleep. Kota Komning students here ready or not? Huh? Anyone from Kota Komning here? No Aiyo. Why the branch so lazy one? Okay, got. Where else? Seri Kembangan students here or not? Seri Kembangan. Seri Kembangan. Got. Okay. Who else? Where else? Eng An, Klang. Online student, I confirm I see a lot of you here already lah. All the noisy one. Klang Eng An, got or not? Got. Okay, very good. Very good. Okay. So again, this one is for your SPM trials, SPP pula. SPM trials 2026. It's not tips, it's just a dream only, okay? All come inside my dream, All right, now I will start off with the last part of my dream first. Right before I wake up, right, I got the dream that say there's a question that is Lita Electric, cadangan Lita Electric and mentor. Okay, now cadangan Lita Electric and mentor, I would say is very, very wide, this topic. Okay, so maybe there will be some calculation questions. Yeah, calculation questions for electric this circuit. Okay, and then right, maybe they ask a little bit about inducing electricity, maybe, but actually in front got electricity also. I got induction also lah. Okay, who is sending what here? Yeah. Okay. So electric circuit and bulb. So this one, right? I also don't know how to give you a suggested question. Okay, but maybe we can discuss a little bit on what things they might ask you for essay. Okay, yeah, what things they can ask for essay. So let's say they have why got auto captioning one on the Zoom? What the? No, not on the Zoom, on the YouTube stream. Aduh, how do I turn off the auto captioning? Ayo. Yeah lah, got auto caption How How I turn it off Okay lah, you all just live with it I don't know Okay, you all just live with it. Okay, so let's say they ask you to suggest maybe let's say type of bulb. Yeah, type of bulb So maybe they will have different choices like fluorescent. Okay, turn off transcription maybe is it this one? Let's see lah. Okay, maybe they have type of bulb. They give you like fluorescent bulb, and then they have a filament bulb, and then they have LED bulb. So of course, right now our main choice will always be what? It will always be LED bulb. Okay, so why do you choose LED bulb? Is because LED bulb you can say low power use. That's one thing. Okay, and you can also say it is a higher efficiency. Yes, correct. Higher efficiency. Okay, and higher efficiency also means what? Also means less energy loss lah. Okay, lesser energy loss. Yeah. So this is one. Now, today got a student asked me also for this kind of essay questions, right? Can I write more than one answer for the reason? Now, I will say better you don't write like more than one answer if the answer is different. What do I mean by different? Okay, so for example, let's say if you say LED bulb, you write low power use, and then you write another one and you say lighter. These two are not related to each other, right? Okay, but if you write something related, like this thing can explain this thing can explain this thing. For example, higher efficiency and less energy loss. These two are sort of related to each other, ma. So like that, I say, okay, you can write this and then write this. Yeah, because there is basically because of this, then you have this, something like that. Okay. All right. Besides type of bulb, maybe they might ask you on what else? Okay, because I asked ChatGPT to give me some suggestion. He suggests to me like there's a remote village, and then the village is not connected to electricity. So how would you design a system to give them like electricity and all that stuff lah? But I think this question not very very good. But if they ask you for like the source of power, maybe you can suggest solar lor, solar power. Okay. Yeah, actually this topic really I don't know what else can I say about this topic lah. Yeah, this topic itself is not is too wide already. Okay. Series and parallel. Okay, let's talk about series and parallel. Type of connection. That's a good place to talk about. Type of connection. Now for type of connection, right? It actually depends on okay. Most of the time for bulbs, right? We will choose parallel. Okay, for most of the time lah. Because why? Because main reason, if one breaks, others can still function. Yeah, okay. If one breaks, others can still function. This is the main reason. Okay, but let's say sometimes they might ask, let's say type of connection for battery. Type of connection for battery, you need to see. This one is for bulb. Okay, if for battery, then you need to see what's the situation you need. For battery, right, we can connect in series if you want higher voltage. Okay, higher voltage or higher power. That means you want more, very bright or very powerful. Okay, let's say they ask you to design a circuit for the battery for EV car. Okay, for electric vehicle. So if you want your car to go very fast, you want your car to have very high power, then you put in series. But if you want it to last longer, then you put in parallel. Okay, you put in parallel for it to last longer. So series is for higher power, parallel is to last longer. Okay, yeah, that's a very good suggestion. Yeah. Parallel has lower internal resistance. Yes, correct. Parallel has lower internal resistance. That could be a good reason also. Correct. Okay, so I think this bagan seed topic, I think I will just leave it like this first, because really it's too open already, this topic. Okay, so let's look at the middle part of my dream. Okay, so for the middle part of my dream, I dreamt of a few topics here. I dreamt of suhu. Wait, we start with bagan B. Okay, I dreamt of suhu, which is this what's the word called? Heat. Heat. Okay, right? Keseimbangan therma, which is thermal equilibrium lah. Thermal equilibrium. Okay. Now for this one, first of all, memorize the definition first. Okay. So what is the definition for thermal equilibrium? There are three things. Okay. Also is temperature. Yes. My bad. Yeah, you see, my BM also never get A plus, I think. Okay, so the definition got three parts. Number one is they must be in thermal contact. Okay, so two objects in thermal contact. This is point number one. Okay, and then number two is same temperature. Okay, have the same temperature. Okay, right? And then the last one, and net heat flow is 0. Or you can also say there is no net heat flow. Okay, two objects in thermal contact have the same temperature and net heat flow is 0. You have these three topics, these 3 points, right? Confirm get marks for the definition. Okay, if you are missing one, this one I think need to see your teacher lor. See whether your teacher is kind or not, or whether your teacher is very, very strict. Okay, but if you are missing two, most likely you cannot get your marks already. Like for example, you just say two objects have the same temperature. A lot of students, they like to write like that one. They like to give two objects same temperature. That's it. Most likely you cannot get your marks. Okay, yeah, all three of them you must have. Okay, remember to put net. If you put heat flow is 0, it's wrong one. Okay, you must put net heat flow is 0. Okay, right? Okay, then after this, right, maybe they ask you to explain. Okay, explanation questions. Explanation question. All right, so for explanation question, right, they will ask something like, okay, why you put net heat transfer or net heat flow? Same. Net heat transfer and net heat flow is the same meaning. Okay. Now for explanation is always they ask you, oh, why this thing can make this thing cold? Oh, why the coffee you put at the table it will become cold? Oh, why when fever you put the cold towel on the head? Why the thermometer can measure all this kind of stuff lah. The idea is always the same one. You just change the object only. Okay. So the first thing you say, right? Object A and object B are in thermal contact. Okay, we start from there first lah. Must be touching, I mean not touching lah, but must be able to transfer heat first. Okay. Hello people on YouTube. Yes. Hello. This Terry. I also don't know who is Terry. You must give me, you must tell me which branch you formed there, I remember. Okay, and then the hot object, right, will transfer heat to the cold object, correct or not? Okay, so let's say the hot coffee will transfer heat to the surrounding, but the cold object actually got transfer heat back to the hot object also, correct or not? So takkan you write both if you write both, then it's very troublesome. Like you don't say, oh, the coffee transfer heat to the surrounding transfer heat to the coffee. So what you say, right, is you use the word again, net heat flow from object A to object B. But make sure this is the hot one. And then this is the cold one. Okay? Make sure object A is the hot one, and then make sure object B is the cold one. Yeah? All right. Then, thermal equilibrium is achieved. Okay? Or you can even connect to the second question. You can say net heat flow from object A to object B until thermal equilibrium is achieved. You don't think because one sentence, then the teacher only give you 1 mark. No, your marks is based on your keyword one. Okay, so even if you put in the same sentence, you still get 2 marks for this, right? Okay, and then the last one, object A and object B have the same temperature. That's it. Like that, 3 marks, 4 marks, no problem. Yeah, 3 marks, 4 marks, no problem like this. Oh, this blur bar is low-key pretty helpful for the subs. You mean the subtitle? You mean the caption? Can I say net heat flow is 0? Yes. Can. You want to add that also can one? Yeah? So you can add anywhere lah. Thermal equilibrium is achieved when net heat flow is 0. Also can. Thermal equilibrium is achieved and net heat flow is 0. No problem. Can add in also. Okay, so I just try this on any example lah. Okay, let's say why when fever you stick the blue color cooling pad. So you say the cooling pad and the body are in thermal contact. Net heat flow from the body to the cooling pad. Thermal equilibrium is achieved. Then the body and the cooling pad have the same temperature. Okay, like that. Okay, can all right, so I'm gonna go to the next one. Oh, by the way, this PDF later I will upload to Google Drive and then I will send you all the link lah. Okay, for those of you that you all go to sleep early, right? You go to the YouTube video and then I put in the description also. The Google Drive link I put in the description also. Okay, yeah. So you can do that tomorrow also. Will they ask what is the meaning of thermal equilibrium or specific heat capacity? This is the meaning of thermal equilibrium. Yeah. This is the meaning of thermal equilibrium. Okay. Specific heat capacity, I see my dream don't have, right? My dream never tell me specific heat capacity, so I won't cover that lah. Okay, yeah, I won't cover that. Okay, now my dream also say got. Is there a need to mention which object is hot or cold? I mean, technically no need, because when you say net heat flow from this to this, right, automatically we will say we will know this is a hot and this is a cold. Okay, but you can always add on net heat flow from the hotter human body to the colder cooling pad. Can one? Okay, can also. Yeah. Yes, you are welcome, Renho. Okay. Your dream got drawing triangle of forces or not? I think got. Yeah. Okay, next part of my dream first. Pengiraan jumlah haba. Okay. Calculation of the heat. Okay, I saw just now someone asked me in the chat, why sometimes ML equals MC theta, ML plus MC theta plus ML, right? That one, Okay, you must understand what is ML and MC theta first. Okay, calculation. Now, ML is, actually I put MC theta first. MC theta is for changing temperature. Okay, ML is for changing phase. Okay, so when you look at the question, right, there are always at least two objects. Normally in the question, there's always at least two objects. Okay, I want you to identify what are the two objects first. Then you need to ask yourself, okay, this object got changed temperature or not? If got, then must use MC theta. This object got changed phase or not? If got, then must use ML. If this object got do both, got do MC theta, got do ML, got change temperature, got change phase, then you must do both. Okay? Then no need to look at the other object. The other object got change temperature or not? The other object got change phase or not? Like that. Then normally these two objects you will equal one. You will equal their heat. Okay? So let me give you an example. Let's say I have ice. Okay? Ice. And I put a very hot piece of metal. Okay? A hot metal on the ice. All right? And then he says some of the ice melt already. Okay? Some of the ice melt. And then when they go and measure the temperature of this ice, or of this water, the melted water is 15 degrees. Okay? The melted water is 15 degrees. Okay? And then the ball, right? Originally, the ball from 100 degrees, okay? And then it turned into, let's say, 35 degrees. Like that. Okay, so what are the two objects? One is the ball, one is the ice, correct or not? Okay, so one side is the balls heat, heat in your balls, okay? And then the other one is the ice heat, okay? Now, the ball got do what? The ball got change temperature or not? Got, right? Okay, the ball got change temperature, right? So we're gonna use MC theta, confirm use MC theta for the ball. The ball got change phase or not? Do they say the ball melt or not? No, right? So you don't put ML, okay? Now, what about the ice? The ice, they say it melt. They never say phase change, right? But they say it melt. So melt means phase change already, ma. So definitely got ML, no? Okay, got ML for the melting. Then the ice got change temperature or not? Got change temperature or not, the ice? What do you guys think? Got, right? Okay. After it changed into water, it got changed temperature, right, to 15 degrees. Because ice is definitely 0 degrees, Yes, when you change to water, the water original is 0 degrees one. Then now the water becomes 15 degrees, there is change of temperature. So, plus MC theta. Do you understand or not? This is how you decide whether to use ML or MC theta or not. Okay? Yeah? So if they say something like, okay, I want to change ice into steam. Okay? I want to change from ice into steam. Then you see, ice, I need to change to water first. So if I change to water, I need to use ML. Change phase, But my water is 0 degrees, I need to change my water to 100 degrees first. This one change temperature, then MC theta, And then the water can change to steam, ML again, You see or not? So that's why this is how you decide when to use ML, when to use MC theta. You must see whether the object got change phase or change temperature or not. That's it. That's it. Every information they should give you one. Yeah, they should give you all the information you need. You just need to decide when to use MC theta or when to use ML only. Okay, understand? No sublimation, won't sublimation one. Confirm is go through it slowly, from ice to steam slowly. It won't be dry ice, Okay? All right, and then last one, if got heater, okay, if got heater, then every time your heat, you must use PT, power times time, okay, right? And if let's say they never give you power, you need to remember from electricity, power is equal to VI. They give you the volts and the current. Okay? Who knows? They combine the electricity and the heat question together. Yeah. So you need to remember power is equal to VI. Okay? Power time. Power is normally written in watts. They will give you how many watts or how many kilowatts. Okay? Time is in seconds. Must always change to seconds. All right, so this is pengiraan jumlah haba. Okay, all right, then the next one is the compare question. Compare question, I'm not going to go into too much detail because most of the time, compare question, use your eyes only. Use your eyes. Look, this is bigger than that. This is smaller than this. This is hotter than that. Okay, I also don't know the KEMA. What can they ask about KEMA? KEMA, the tent, maybe they ask about this. I also dreamt got tent modification. But what can you modify about the tent? Maybe color, right? And then they give you the temperature of the tent. This could be one modification. Yeah. What else? What else can they ask about the tent? Let me see what ChatGPT give me. I will ask ChatGPT to think of some question also. Let's see. What is this? He never give me any 10 question, I think. Yeah, well, he never give me any 10 question. So stupid one. Yeah, okay. So I don't know what else. Yeah, no, I think would be color lah. Okay, color. And then maybe the material. Yeah, specific heat capacity lor. Also about heat lor. Okay. Yeah, also about it. But if I feel if it's specific heat capacity, I feel like my dream will purposely tell specific heat capacity one. But here don't have ma. Here is more towards calculation ma. Right? Yeah, so I think the comparison maybe is about color. Okay, so I won't go into too much lah. Yeah, for this one. Okay, next one. My dream says electric arus aruhan. Arus aruhan means induced current, right? Okay, oh, my dream a lot. My dream a lot. Okay, induced current. This is number 2. Okay, and then number 4, number 3 is 10. I skip already lah. Number 4, induced current. Okay, induced current. Let's start with definition first, in case they ask for definition. Okay, definition, right? You can say current that is produced or created by the cutting of magnetic flux. Okay, I will prefer to use the word magnetic flux, but I'm pretty sure if you use magnetic field, most teachers will accept also. Okay, yeah, most teachers will accept. Bahagian B, from 2 questions, choose 1. Yeah. Correct. Okay. But I don't know that my dream say bahagian C 2 soalan. I also don't know what does it mean. Bahagian C 2 soalan. And then bahagian B. Normally bahagian B is the one that is 2 choose 1 lah. Okay, yeah. Okay, and then yeah. So only when you talk about definition for induced current, this is the only time you can use the word produce or create. When you do any explanation, like they ask you to explain how does this transformer work, they ask you to explain how does the wireless charger work, they want you to explain how does the bicycle dynamo work. Okay, calculation of cost. No, calculation of cost didn't come up for my dream. So when they ask you to explain, you cannot use the word produce or created. You must use the word induce. Okay, this is very, very strict one. You must use the word induce. Understand? Okay, now, what can they ask about induced current? Okay, maybe they can ask, generator lor. Yeah, induced current would be generator lor. Okay, so the way the generator works, right? Yeah, remember you have 2 magnets. Okay, and then you have a wire in the middle, the coil, we say. Okay, we have the coil. All right, and then for generator, normally will be slip ring. Okay, and then connected to a resistor. Okay, now let's start with the how to get the direction of current. Okay, yeah, they might ask you to draw the direction of current on the paper, on the question itself. Okay, so direction of current, right? You need to use, remember, your 2-hand rule, left hand and right hand. If you need to work, you need to spin it yourself. Then you need to use your right hand. Okay, if you no need to work, the battery already give you electricity. You just sit there, let him push you only. You turn on, it will just push you. It will start to spin. You can use your left hand. Okay, left hand is lazy one. Right hand is the working hand. Okay, so in this case, no electricity. You make your own electricity. So you need to use your working hand. So use your right hand. Okay, so right hand, from the thumb, okay, FBI, FBI, force, magnetic field, current. Okay, so what you need to do is you need to know which way this thing spin first, which way this thing rotate. Okay, so let's say it rotates this way, clockwise. Choose one of them to look at. Choose the left one or the right one. Don't need to look at both one. Just one side is enough. Let's say I choose the right side one. Okay, I'm gonna look at this one. This side is gonna go down because of your rotation. Okay, the direction of rotation. This side is gonna go down. So your thumb should be pointing down because that's where it's going. That's the force. Yeah, you push him down. Your magnetic field, your index finger, is always north to south. Okay? Yeah, always north to south. And then you can see where your middle finger go. So let me try to show you here, see whether can or not. This one, index finger, okay, north to south, like that, north to south. Okay? Like that, north to south, and then your thumb goes down. Thumb is going down. Index finger north to south. So you can see my middle finger, right, is coming out of the screen. See or not? My middle finger coming out of the screen. So the direction of current is here. Okay? Then this one going here. Okay. Easy, right? Someone asks, does the C in MC theta mean 3 times 10 power 8? Oh no, the C in electricity, in heat, the C means specific heat capacity. Yeah, so specific heat capacity of the object itself. Yeah, in heat question. Okay, so yeah, this is how you find the direction of the current. Okay, I'm gonna, right. Let me see. Okay, can I? All right. So now, what else can we talk about? Okay, if they ask you what's the function of certain things, right? If they ask you the function of the slip rings, or if they ask you what is this part, you just tell them slip rings, okay, slip rings. Then you say to alternate the direction of current. Or another way you can say to produce alternating current. Also can. Which wire do I look at after finding the direction of current? Okay, so basically you must choose your wire first. Choose which wire you want to look at first. Then only you decide. This one going down, then only you do your thumb going down. If you decide to look at this one instead, your thumb will be going up because it's rotating this way. Yeah. So you choose the wire first, then only you figure out the direction of current. That's why I drew this one first. The other side would definitely be the opposite. Yeah. Okay, this one's a question on YouTube. Okay, now, what else? What other parts they can ask you? Okay, in case they ask you for the brush. There's actually two brushes here. Okay, this one is a carbon brush. I doubt they will ask but just in case, to allow the slip rings to rotate freely. Okay. Yeah. The rotation direction normally given in the question. Question will ask. Someone mentioned catapult field. Good. I will teach you how to draw that also. Catapult field, okay? But you don't later you over saturated with information, because normally catapult field is a lot of information for some people. Okay, last one, before I talk about catapult field, if they ask you the reason for concave magnet, why magnet must be curved, it is to produce radial magnetic field. Radial basically means like curved. Yeah, curved magnetic field. Okay. carbon brush. Then it's cause the wire, right, supposed to connect to the ring. The wire supposed to stick to the ring. Otherwise, the electricity cannot come out. But if the wire stick to the ring rotate that time, it will tangle up the wire. So I need to use the brush to touch the ring so that I can always touch the ring, but the ring can rotate without tangling up the wire. That's the use of it. Okay, if let you choose between brush or brushless, brushless is always better. Okay, yeah, brushless is always better. But I don't know got brushless generator or not actually. Is there such thing as brushless generator? Because brushless motor, I know lah. Yes, brushless generator exists. Okay lah, yeah. So if they ask you brush or brushless, you choose brushless. Brushless means the middle never move. The outside will move. Okay, now I rotate the coil, right? I can keep the coil fixed, but I rotate the magnet outside. That's called brushless. So I don't need this brush anymore. Because like that will be less friction. Less friction means less noise and less spark. Okay, yeah. If let's say they ask you to choose brushless lah. If brushless, less friction, less noise. Okay. Can write to produce more force. You mean the concave magnet? I think can lah. Should be can lah. But normally this will be in the mark scheme lah. If you ask me, mark scheme is what normally will be this one lah. So I don't know whether your teacher knows that is to produce more force or not. Yeah, because your teacher might not know that radial magnetic field is to produce more force. Yeah. Okay. So this is the reason if choose brushless. Okay. What other question? Will it ask a lot for chapter 5 from 5? I don't know. I'm just going based on my dream only right now. Yeah. So based on my dream, I'm just going. Okay. But you need to know, SPM questions, right, is normally one question per chapter one. Because the amount of chapter is just nice that they can ask one question per chapter. So that means you cannot ask, teacher, which chapter not coming up? All chapter coming up, because our chapter is just nice to give every question. Yeah, so you need to remember like that. Okay. All right. Now I'm gonna talk about catapult field. Okay. Last one for induced current catapult field. In case they ask you to draw. Okay. So for catapult field, right? Oh, wait, I answer this question first. How can I tell if it's a generator or a motor? Few ways you can tell. Number one, you see whether there is a power supply or not. If there is a battery, there is a power supply, this is a motor already. Okay? If don't have, then it's a generator normally. Okay? Another way is to just read in the question. The question will say, the diagram shows an AC generator, or the diagram shows a DC motor. Yeah, so normally, that's another way to tell. DC, it will be motor. AC, it will be generator. Because our syllabus focus on these two types. Yeah, AC generator and DC motor. Okay, now for catapult field, right, actually, you just need to understand the basics of magnetic field. Then you combine them together only, actually. So what are the basics of magnetic field? If you have two magnets like this, you get like this. Okay? North to south. Yeah? If you have circle wire, this is a wire, okay? One single wire, and then in the middle, there is a dot. Okay? Take your right hand, you put your thumb up. Okay? Put on the paper. Put on the paper, your thumb coming out. That is actually the dot. You're supposed to see your thumb is a dot. And then your 4 fingers will rotate this way. Okay? Your 4 fingers will rotate this way. All right? If it is an X, Okay, it's an X. Then your thumb go in, point into the paper. Okay, point into the paper. Then your four fingers will show like that. Okay, the X is because it looks like this. Looks like this part when you point your thumb in. I cannot say what it looks like on YouTube lah. This one in class I told you all what it looks like already lah. But on YouTube I cannot say it out Okay, later I will gonna cancel. Okay, right. So now you just have to combine these things together only. Okay, so let's say I take one of this. Okay, and then I combine with one of this. Like that. Okay, now watch you see the top part, right? Okay, the top part, this two is different direction. Okay, then the top part, right, will have a weaker magnetic field. Okay, the bottom, look at that. Two of them are moving in the same direction. Look at this, both moving to the right. So these two will make the magnetic field stronger. Okay, so if let's say I have 1, 2, 3, 4, right? The bottom one, I can remain these two, and the top part I need to leave one only. Okay, it supposedly is like that one, just like that, very very straightforward one. Okay, but of course when I draw, I will draw it better lah. So normally what I do is this, I choose the starting point first. Okay, let's say I draw 4 lines. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I say the bottom must be stronger, the top is weaker. So the top, I only draw 1 line. Okay, so the middle one, I'll go like this. I draw one for the wire first, like this. Okay, the top one, I'll just draw 1 line. And then the other 3, I'll all go down. Down, down. Okay, there, like that. Correct. Okay, very easy only, very straightforward. Yeah. So if you want to put 2 wires inside, also can. You want to put 2 wires. So same thing. This is the original line. And then I will put one of this here. Wait, this is a bit messy. I remove one circle. Okay, I put one of this here. And then I put one of it on the other side. Okay, 2 wires So same thing. Look at the direction first. Look at the direction. This one and this one, same direction. Okay, so this one will be a strong one on the top. The bottom will be weak because the bottom is in different direction. Okay, yeah. So now this one I know already. And then this one, actually I don't even need to erase that one. Okay, and then this one, right, for the top is different direction. Yeah, for the top is different direction. So this will be weak. And then for the bottom is same direction. So this will be strong. Okay? All right. So number 1, go up, go over, no problem. Okay? Let me put them closer first. Number 2, I will go up because I want it to be strong on top. And then go down because it cannot go on top already. Here must be weak one. Okay? Yeah. And then go back to the second exit. Okay? Do we need to draw the circular current of the wire? Can draw one. Nothing wrong to draw one. Nothing wrong to draw one. Okay? All right. And then third one, go up, strong. And then go down because the strong is down there on the other side. The strong is here. Okay, last one. I need one here. This one cannot be empty. So I need one here. Not necessary, not needed. This wire one is not needed, but just draw. Doesn't matter. Right? Doesn't hurt to draw. Okay? Like that, like that. Yeah, always must add on the arrows from north to south. Someone also asked, the force direction need to draw also, right? The force direction, no, that one you wait for question to ask you. If the question asks you for the force direction, then only you draw inside. Because normally the question, if they ask you to draw catapult field, they want to draw the magnetic field only. Okay? Unless the next question say, on the diagram, draw the direction of force. Then only you draw. How to draw? Strong, push the weak. The strong one, push the weak. Okay? So the direction is the strong one, push the weak side. Like that. Okay? Can? Can? Okay. Now, let's go on. Oh, by the way, catapult field is motor one. I scared some of you confused because I scared some of you ask, teacher, why just now this one the current come here but then it's rotate clockwise, but this one the current come here is rotate counterclockwise. Catapult field is motor opposite okay, it's motor. Is it a good idea to label the force just in case? No lah, don't label the force if they never ask, because the force is not really part of the catapult field drawing. Yeah, if they ask, only you draw the force. Okay. All right. What else is in my dream? Sistem pengecasan bateri. Sistem pengecasan bateri. So you want to charge battery. Let me see. What else? Okay, maybe, right? Maybe they will ask hand powered charger, right? Or some other way to like generate electricity lah. Okay, so you know, like those hand powered torchlight, you can spin, right? To make the torchlight bright. So same thing also, you can spin to charge your phone or to charge your power bank. Okay, so maybe they will ask about number of coils. Let's say for essay, okay. Let's say if they ask you number of coils. Okay, you can say more number of coils, greater number of coils. Okay, and then the reason is greater or higher. Why cannot? Higher rate of cutting of magnetic flux. Okay, this is the best answer. Higher rate of cutting of magnetic flux. Okay, you can say higher induced current, you can say more cutting of magnetic flux can also, but this will be the best answer. Higher rate of cutting. That means every second you can cut more magnetic flux. Okay. Are you reading chat? Yes. Sometimes I will turn and read the YouTube chat, but not all the time. You just write your question first, then I will have a look. Okay, when I look at it, then I will see. Okay, next one. Number of coils, besides number of coils, right? Speed of turning, maybe. Speed of turning. Faster speed. Same reason. Okay, same reason. Higher rate of cutting of magnetic flux. Okay. Strength of magnet. Strength of magnet. Stronger. Okay, reason. Stronger magnetic field. Okay, or a higher number of magnetic field lines. Higher number of magnetic field lines. If this one, you put higher rate of cutting of magnetic flux, also can. Also can. Yeah. Why? What advice you want? What kind of advice you want? Life advice or what? What is the situation for this question? I have no idea. It's just trying to create current to charge something. It could be maybe a hand-powered power bank. Yeah. I have no specific question for this one. I just give you the types of question that they might ask me. Yeah. Okay. Thickness of wire. Thickness of wire should always be thicker. Reason, lesser resistance. Okay. And shape of permanent magnets. Just now the strength of magnet should also be permanent magnet. Okay, I just write magnet. Shape of magnet should be curved or even better, concave. Produce radial magnetic field. Okay. Right, let's see what else you're asked. Can you explain the wire? Oh, that thicker wire basically just means less resistance. Basically, thicker wire. Yeah, because the wire thickness is like the road, your road is wider, then you have lesser traffic jam. Thicker wire is mainly just less resistance. Yeah. Is it ideal to go through past year paper after class or sleep early? Sleep lah. By the time we finish class, you need to sleep already. Cannot already. No time already. Yeah. At most later you read this PDF one more time. Is a magnetic field a form of energy or type of ray since it has direction for some reason? Magnetic field is not really energy also. It's not really energy. It is literally just the place where if you put a magnet inside, the magnet will gonna pull or the magnet will gonna push. Literally just like that. Okay? Yeah. Hang on. Wait 1 second. 1 second. Okay. All right. Yeah. Let's see. If thicker wire, would there be more higher rate of cutting of magnetic flux? No. Thicker wire, because higher rate of cutting means every second you can cut more times. So even if your wire is thicker, you still have the same number of cuts only. That's why more coil only you can cut, you can have higher rate of cutting. Because instead of 2 cuts per second, now you have 4 cuts per second. But thicker wire is still 2 cuts per second, just that your 2 cuts you have thicker wires only. Yeah, so it doesn't affect the rate of cutting. Number of segment in the commutator. Number of segment in the commutator. Okay. Number of segment in the commutator, right, is because wait, because I have a okay, never mind. So normally, right, in an actual generator or in an actual motor, the commutator actually is not number of segment in the commutator, it's number of segment in a sort of like a how to explain this to you now? Okay, basically, right, imagine instead of one coil like this, I have like that. This is many number of coil, right? Correct or not? Okay. Now imagine this I turn one coil here, turn one coil here, turn one coil here, turn one coil here. And then this is the entire thing is turning around in between the magnetic field. Okay? So basically, this is what you will what they're actually saying about lah when they say about number of segments. Basically, just more places for you to wrap your coils. Even if the cuts are larger, it doesn't matter. Yeah, if the cuts are larger, it doesn't matter. Okay, right? So yeah, this is a number of segment meaning lah. Okay, but I rarely see this question. Rarely see this question. Okay, can So this will be perbandingan sistem pengecasan battery. I'm just assuming they will ask about how to make a good generator. Okay, how to make a good in a thing to induce current. Okay. All right, now let's go to the first part of my dream. The first part of my dream is right when I go to sleep. Right when I go to sleep, right, I dreamt about this is bahagian A of my dream lah, basically. Okay, so the first part of my dream, right, there is this I dream about being in the middle of the ocean. So I dreamt about pembiasan gelombang air laut. Pembiasan gelombang air laut is a refraction refraction of waves. Okay, now again, we will always start with definition first. Just in case, just in case they really ask about refraction. I don't think you ever done any definition for refraction before, but just in case, okay? So you say refraction is the change of direction, okay? The change of direction of waves due to change in wave speed. Okay? Refraction must always be because you change your speed. It's always because you become faster or you become slower. Okay? Now, since it is water wave, okay, water wave, it is definitely about deep and shallow. Okay? So for deep and shallow, right? The basic is you need to remember deep is faster waves, shallow is slower waves. All right, that's the first one. Once you know about fast and slow, then it's wave speed is one word actually. Yeah, wave speed is one word. Just now was about system pengecasan battery. Yeah, the induced current one, the number of coil, that one is about system pengecasan battery. Okay, yeah, deep is fast, shallow is slow, and then the wavelength, the distance between the wave. Deep, wavelength is longer. Wavelength increase. Okay, like that. And then shallow, wavelength decrease. Okay, like that. Yeah. Okay. What else? Deep. Amplitude. Amplitude. How high, how low the waves can go. Yeah. Amplitude increase in the deep, because deep water, you got more space you can, go up and down, right? And then this one, shallow, amplitude decrease. Okay, lesser space you can move around, right? Anything else about? Yeah, I think this is mainly it lah. Okay, frequency must be the same for both. Frequency same. Okay, frequency same. Now, why this is so important to know the frequency is the same? Because sometimes they give you question, they say, oh, the wave from deep water go to shallow water. Okay, then they give you the velocity at the deep water is 4 meters per second. All right, then they say in shallow water the velocity is 2.5 meters per second. right? They say wavelength in the deep area is 2 cm. What is the wavelength in the shallow area? So we have a formula, right? Which is V equals to F lambda. Okay. And from here, right, you can actually get the frequency for this one, right? You can find out, you put inside here, you can find out what's the frequency for this. And then you substitute into the V equals to F lambda here. You substitute into this one. Okay? Or some of you maybe prefer to do frequency equals to V over lambda. Here also, frequency equals to V over lambda. And since both frequency must be the same, then these two must also be the same. V over lambda equals V over lambda. Okay? So this one put here, this one put here. Okay? Can you briefly teach about superposition? See whether got time or not later. Because superposition is interference. Yeah. So my dream don't have interference. So later if got time, then maybe I can teach about it. How to draw? Okay, yeah. I will talk about drawing. Don't worry. Yeah, definitely will. Because refraction, definitely I'll teach about drawing. Teacher, I thought if frequency increase, then wavelength decrease. Okay, the thing is frequency cannot change one. When the wave come out already, frequency cannot change already one. Okay? So the only thing that changes is the velocity and the lambda. That's why you see in this formula, right? Only these two things change together. These two things either increase together or decrease together, but this thing never change. Yeah. Frequency maintain the same. No. Frequency same is for all waves. For all waves. If you want a new frequency, you must make a new wave. That's why you know sometimes, right, they will ask, okay, you see, let's say the question, right, they say, I have this wave that do this. What happens if I create a new wave that has a higher frequency? Then you can change the frequency here because you create a new wave already. Do you understand? Does the frequency staying the same have to do with natural frequency of water? No lah, it's just how waves are. It's just how waves behave. Waves just never change frequency one the moment they are born. Yeah, it's just all waves. All waves. Okay, All right, so I'm going to talk about drawing. I doubt for bagian A, they will ask you to draw a lot, but I will still just go through first. Okay, so for drawing, like that, underwear. Okay, like that, right? Now, first thing, this wave direction, okay, he give you like that. He just give you like that. Okay, this is a perspex. Perspex means a piece of plastic. And when you put a piece of plastic in the water becomes shallow. So automatically, when you see perspex, this will become shallow water. Okay? But not always, he can say this is a deep area of the pool. He can say that one. Okay? You must be careful. Don't always think that the shape they give you is always shallow. No. He can say this is the kids' pool and then this is the adults' pool. Then you automatically know this is the deep area. Okay? Yeah? Now, I draw the direction until it hit the shallow area first. Okay? Now the waves hit the shallow area already. Okay, first thing to draw, normal. Normal is always 90 degrees to the wall that you hit. Okay? This is the wall that you hit. 90 degrees to this guy. Right? Take your ruler. Okay? Yeah, you all cannot see my ruler here. I draw a ruler first. Use another color first. Okay. Okay. Take your ruler, all right? The line, the line where they write the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the line, put at the wall, okay? Put the line at the wall, then you just dot, 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 dot. Okay? Put the line at the wall, and then you just dot, 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 dot. Understand? Okay. Take your pencil. Sketch this first. This is the original. Yeah, a lot of people, they always never sketch the original. That's why they always confused. Should I go up or should I go down? Because they never draw this original. Then they don't know what to compare. They don't know how to compare closer or further. You draw this, automatically you will know this is closer to the normal. This is further from the normal. Correct or not? Because at least you got something to compare to, right? So shallow is slow. Slow means closer to the normal, like this. Okay? Does the angle matter? Normally, no. Normally, when they ask you to draw refraction of water waves, right, they don't really care about the angle. Okay? Normally, angle is for light, only they will care one. Yeah? Okay, so once you got this already, you can erase your pencil marking. Okay? Now, your ruler again, I should have copied the ruler just now. Okay. Okay, this time I'm smart already. I'll copy it. Okay, now your ruler, the line for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the line, put it on this arrow, put it on this direction. Okay? Start to draw your wave. Down. Like that. Okay? Yeah? And then move it. After you draw one already, move it a little bit. Okay? And then draw again. And then move it a little bit and then draw again. Okay? Understand? Yeah. So the result should be like this. Okay? Now, your teacher should be able to tell that this is nearer than this without using a ruler. You don't make it until so similar, then your teacher give you wrong, then you say, no teacher, you take your ruler and measure. No, don't let the teacher use the ruler. The teacher must be able to tell just by using her eyes that this is closer than this. Okay? Because shallow must be closer together. All right, next. Here, hit the wall again. Hit the wall again. I need to draw normal again. So how? Where's my wall? This is my wall. Okay, this is my wall. Take your ruler. The 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the line where they say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the number, put on the wall. Draw your normal. Like that. Okay? Yeah? Draw your normal. Like this. Okay? Then like that, you no need to think whether your line is 90 degrees or not. As long as your ruler lines are on the wall, you will be fine. Yeah, definitely is 90 degrees one. Like that. See? Okay? And then same thing, take your pencil, draw the original line first. Original supposed to go here one. Then like that only you got something to compare, Okay, outside here is deep already. Deep means fast already. Fast means go away from the normal. Compared to this guy, what is away? Like that is closer already though. Look at this. Compared to this guy, yeah, this distance, if you draw here, is closer. So you need to draw like this, further away, like that. Okay? Like this. Then again, take your ruler, put the number line on this. Look at this. Yeah, my number 1, 2, 3. I put it on this line. Draw. Okay? I put it on the line, draw. Yeah. So the outside one, because it's deep, right? It should be same distance as here. Same distance. Okay? Like that. Okay? So that's the drawing for refraction. Okay? And then I think at most they will ask about calculation and then this one. That's it lah. I don't think there's anything else they can ask you already for refraction. Okay? Especially for bagian A. Should be very simple questions only. Right? Okay, let's look at second topic of my initial dream. So the second topic of my dream is what is it? Frequency ambang. Frequency ambang is threshold frequency, is it? Yeah, frequency ambang is threshold frequency, right? So what is a threshold frequency for the photoelectric effect? Yeah, okay. So threshold frequency, this one confirm got definition or not? This one, I'm 95% sure threshold frequency got definition. 95% sure. Okay. All right. So minimum frequency, okay, for a light to emit electrons from the surface of a metal. Okay. Now, some of you might write minimum frequency required for photoelectric effect to occur. Can also. Yeah. Just that this is a more detailed answer lah. Yeah. This is a more detailed answer. But minimum frequency required for photoelectric effect to occur also can one. Yeah. Photoelectric effect. Okay. Maybe they will ask something like why this light, okay, why let's say yellow color light, no electrons come out, okay, then why blue color light got electrons come out? Yeah, then you just say lah, okay, this one, the blue color light has higher frequency, okay, blue light has higher frequency, okay, than the threshold frequency. Okay, yellow color not higher than threshold frequency. Okay, yellow color is lower than threshold frequency. Okay, then they might ask, will higher frequency light emit more electrons? Will higher frequency light emit more electrons? The answer is yes or no? Okay, very good. No, no. Okay. But you don't exclamation mark them lah. You just comment them on it also. Okay. Then what does higher frequency light do? You can say higher frequency light emit electrons with higher kinetic energy. Okay? It doesn't come out more, but it comes out faster. Okay? Doesn't come out more, but comes out faster. If you want more, use brighter light. Okay? Yeah, that's it. Use brighter light. Okay, now, if let's say there is a calculation for threshold frequency. By the way, threshold frequency, the symbol is F0, okay? The formula is actually in the formula sheet already one, okay? So threshold frequency, right? Actually, the formula is in the formula sheet, which is work function is equals to HF. Okay, now where does this come from? This actually comes from another formula that we know that looks like this. Yeah, HF equals to W plus KE, or some of you might remember it as W plus half mv squared. But we know that when you use the minimum frequency, you will not have any extra energy for the electrons, no more. All your minimum is used to pay the work function only. Work function is the minimum energy. All of it is used to pay the minimum. You do not have any extra. So that's why I just assume the kinetic energy is zero. That's how I get this formula, whereby the minimum frequency will give you the minimum energy. Right now? Okay? So you just put in your work function and then put the H. H they will give you. It's Planck's constant. Yeah, they will give it in your formula sheet one. Okay, Planck's constant. Now, in case they give the W in EV, okay, 1 EV is 1.9, 1 EV is 1.6 times 10 to the power of negative 19 joules. Double check first. I also sort already. Double check first. Charge of an electron. They'll give you this number also. They'll give you this number also. Yeah, charge of an electron. Yes, 1.6 times 10 to the power negative 19. Oh, why brighter light can give you more electrons? Why? Got more photons. Okay? Got more photons. Brighter light is like that. Let's say like that. This normal light. Normal light inside can fit 3 photons. But brighter light can fit 6 photons. So you can knock 6 electrons out. Okay? Yeah, so this is threshold frequency lah. Yeah, frequency ambang. Again, not much they can ask from here already. Yeah, because the topic is not photoelectric effect. The topic for my dream is threshold frequency. Very specific. Okay, yeah, very specific. Hey, chapter 3 give a lot of formula one. No. Chapter 3 give a lot of formula. A lot. Yeah, don't you worry. Chapter 3 give a lot of formula. See? Quantum also give a lot of formula. Yeah. No worry, formulas really, they don't really, you don't need to worry yourself too much about formulas. Did they not give the Planck constant back then? Back then, don't even have Planck constant, this topic. Right. It's new. Quantum is a new topic. So, of course, they got give. Yeah. Quantum is very new topic. Few years only in SPM. 3-4 years, maybe. Yeah. 3-4 years. I also forgot when was it first released. Okay, let's look at the next one. Tenaga nuclear. Okay, tenaga nuclear energy. Nuclear energy. Now, they ask for definition of nuclear fission and definition of nuclear fusion. Okay. Right. So, fission is split. One heavy nucleus. Okay, I write properly. The process of splitting one heavy nucleus into two or more lighter. Okay, most of you can write nucleus lah. Your teacher won't give you wrong one. Okay, yeah. If you write the plural form of you didn't write plural of nucleus, should be correct one. This is not English exam. Okay, you go and tell teacher this is not English exam. Two or more nucleus can one. Okay, the proper English word is nuclei. That's the plural, but I believe nucleus is okay. Two or more lighter nucleus, okay, while producing energy. Okay, now see nuclear fusion is literally the opposite only. Okay, nuclear fusion is literally the opposite. The process of, instead of splitting, you combine. Combining two or more lighter nuclei into one heavy nucleus while producing energy. Literally the opposite only. Okay or not? So you don't go and purposely remember both definition, you know. Just remember one is enough, because the other one is you just flip around only. Use your own common sense to flip the definition. Don't go and memorize both. Okay, just memorize one is enough. What else they can ask you? Calculation. Ask you to do the, what do you call this? The chemistry. What's the fixed science thing called? Chemical equation. Balance the chemical equation, like U plus N10238. Wow, what is it? 50. I don't know. I forgot what is uranium already. 90 something, I think. 96. Whatever lah. This one you go ask your chemistry teacher lah. Become and then KR plus PB plus 3N. PB, what is plumbum? I don't know lah. 6456 whatever lah. 120 lah. I just simply put in numbers. I don't bother to find the correct numbers. Okay. And then you just calculate lah. Okay. 238 plus 1, 239. On this side is 120 plus 3 times 1. So this is 3. 120 plus 3. So what's left? What's left here? 116 lah. Okay. Yeah. And then this one, 96 plus 0. Okay. This is 96. 56 plus 0. So 56 lah. And then I need 40 more lah. 40. This one I don't need to explain. You fail this one or you lose mark for this one. Don't find me. Don't find me. It's the other guy. 115, sorry. 115. Don't find me if you wrong this one, you go find the other guy. Okay? Now, calculation for nuclear energy. E equals to mc squared. Okay? This E, you're trying to find the E. M is mass defect. Means how much mass are you missing? Okay? So let's say they tell you U is like 238.036 to U or AMU. U and AMU are the same units. Okay? And then they say the neutron is 1.0024 U. Okay? And then they will give you lah, Kr is what? Da, 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 Pb is what? Da, 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 okay? So all you need to do is get the before minus the after. Okay? Take the before minus the after. So the before is these two. And then the after is all of this, including 3 of this. You must have 3 of these things. Okay? Yeah. Then after you get the mass defect, right, you get something, something, something AMU. Change it to kg. You need to times. Okay? They will give you the number also in your formula sheet. I think it's in the formula sheet. They give you the number. Yeah, here. 1 U or 1 AMU, 1.66 times 10 power negative 27. Multiply it, change it to kilogram. Wait. I cannot change back just now. Change it to kilogram. Okay. Then only you put inside the mass here. Only you put inside mass defect. Yeah. The C is speed of light. This one is 3 times 10 power of 8. This one. Okay. So yeah, I think that's all they can ask you for Tenaga nuclear. Yeah, I think that's all they can ask you already. If they ask you for advantages, disadvantages, just in case I just suddenly think of this. Okay. Advantages and disadvantages. Okay. Advantage is you use lesser fossil fuels. Okay. Or you can say no fossil fuel, no air pollution, right? Small amount of fuel equals big energy. Okay, right? So these are some advantages. Yeah. And then disadvantage, produce radioactive waste. Okay. Expensive. Yeah, expensive to build, right? Produce radioactive waste. There are some disadvantages. When they ask about alpha, beta, gamma, and half-life, hard to say. From my dream, nuclear energy normally not related, because if they ask about alpha, beta, gamma, my dream will normally say radiation, or my dream will say half-life. Okay. But if they do ask, then sorry lah. I don't have time to cover so much, because if I want to cover all that, then we 2 o'clock also no need to sleep already. Yeah. So yeah, I'm just covering based on my dream only lah. So if my dream say nuclear energy, I will just cover nuclear energy only. Okay. Anything extra you have to study yourself already lah. Okay. All right. So that is the third one. Okay. The fourth one. Transistor. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Transistor, I will cover. Wow, because this is a big topic. This one didn't take a long time. Okay, I cover automatic circuit only. Amplifier, you have to study yourself lah. I cover automatic circuit only. All right. So for automatic circuit, it will look something like this. Okay, like this. Yeah. Okay. First of all, make sure you memorize the names of the 3 legs first. Okay. Make sure must memorize the name of the 3 legs. So up here is C, Middle is B, bottom is E, okay? Stands for collector, base, emitter. Okay? These three must memorize. Yeah? If they want to ask simple questions, this is a simple question they'll ask. Label the three legs. And it will always be in this order. Okay? Top, middle, bottom, like that. Right? Whether it's NPN or PNP, doesn't matter. Always collector, base, emitter. Okay? Now, most likely it will be pointing down. Pointing down is NPN. Okay? Because the way I remember, is current goes from positive to negative. Yeah, so this is NPN. If the arrow points up, then current flows from here, positive to negative. So PNP. Okay, this is how I memorize whether it's NPN or PNP lah. Okay, but most likely it's pointing down lah. Okay, but it doesn't matter. The way it works is still the same one. Whether it points up or point down, whether NPN or PNP, the function is exactly the same. It's just that if it points down, your current must be positive here, negative here. So it flows this way, like that. If it points up, your battery must put upside down. Yeah, your battery must turn this way. Okay, all right. So the way this works is normally you will have a voltage here. And this voltage, let's say 6 volts, I need to split it between these two resistors. Okay, so these two resistors here, how I split the voltage, right, depends on whose resistance is higher. Okay, yeah, these two guys, whoever got the higher resistance will get the more voltage, will get the higher voltage. Okay, and then the base voltage follow whoever is at the bottom. Okay, the base voltage must follow whoever is at the bottom, right? So if the bottom is the high voltage, then the base voltage is high voltage. If the bottom is low voltage, then the base voltage is low voltage. Okay? Then once you know the voltage here already, then you know the current here. Okay, once you got the voltage, you got the current, the collector, you will know whether got high current or low current. See this guy, lor? If this guy got high current, collector current also high. If this guy low current, collector current also low. Okay? Then if this is low current, whatever this is, cannot turn on. If this is high current, whatever this is, can turn on. Okay? So I just write a very general explanation. Okay, so when something happened, okay? When something happened, the potential difference across something, okay, increases or decreases. Yeah? What is this something? Okay, it's either this guy or this guy. Okay? Yeah, it's either the top or the bottom resistor. Okay, sometimes you will see there's a resistor here, right? It doesn't matter. God then God, no then no. It still works one. Yeah, if God then God, no then no. Okay, yeah, because the most important is these two, splitting the voltage only. Okay, so when something happens, could be like when it is bright, when it is dark, when the temperature is high, when the temperature is low, like that. Okay, potential difference across. Maybe this is a LDR, a light dependent resistor. Later I tell you how does the resistance change for those of you that forgot. But it could be this LDR, potential difference across LDR. Or maybe you want to talk about this resistor N. Maybe they call this resistor N. So potential difference across resistor N. Okay? Yeah. And then potential difference across, you can say resistor Q. Maybe they call this Q. Yeah. Up to you lah. But here it will be either one of this. Okay? Yeah, could be a thermistor also. Yes, could be a thermistor. What is the difference between thermostat and thermistor? Thermostat is like an aircon remote. Thermostat is you set the temperature, the thing will become that temperature. Yeah, it's like an aircon remote. Normally we put it in houses. Okay. Thermistor is a resistor that will change based on temperature. So normally we put what inside here? We put thermistor. Because look at the word thermistor, right? This ester comes from resistor. This term comes from temperature. So temperature dependent resistor. Yeah. Okay. This one later I'll talk about it more. So once you say what happens already, okay, then after you are done talking about these two already, after you're done talking about these two, then you say base voltage. Base voltage, okay, increases or decreases. Depending on what happened to this guy at the bottom lah, depending on this guy lah, right? Okay, then you say base current increases or decreases, again, depending on who? Depending on this guy lah. Okay, and then collector current. Collector current also, again, increases or decreases based on this guy, based on the last guy. Okay, and then what turns on or off? Okay, now some of you might want to add another one in the middle, which says the transistor turns on or turns off. Normally I won't add that lah. I will just jump to this guy. After I mention collector current, I'll just jump to this guy already. Yeah. Okay, so this whatever, right, is could be an alarm, could be a bulb, could be a fan, could be, yeah, whatever. Yeah. Rope tension part and lift. Later on, the dia force. You mentioned concept of resistance being told. The concept here, langsung tak work. No, the reason why you need to spend more money because higher resistance is because more toll ma. Then you need to spend more money ma. Voltage is money ma. For those of you that learn electricity with me lah, voltage is money ma. Yeah lah. So the 6 volts right? I can spend 1 ringgit here and then I spend 5 ringgit here lah. Then that's one circuit already. Then go home already. Yeah. So whichever one got higher resistance, I need to allocate more money for that place lah. Okay. All right. Regarding the things that you can put here, regarding that, so we have high resistance only light up. No, not high resistance here lah. Not high resistance here ma. This guy got no high resistance ma. This high resistance is to determine who gets more voltage here only. Whether this guy gets more voltage or less voltage. This two is just to control how much voltage I have here only. Okay, yeah, so it doesn't affect the resistance at the light bulb. Yeah. Okay, so thermistor or light dependent resistor, LDR. Okay, but it could also just be a rheostat. Rheostat means you manually change the resistance one, manually make it high or low. Okay, all right, for thermistor and light dependent resistor, they both work similarly one. Okay, when the surrounding situation increase, resistance decrease. Okay, and vice versa lah. Right? What do I mean by surrounding increase? Thermistor measure what? Measure temperature. If the surrounding is hot, that means high temperature ma. then resistance low lor. If the surrounding is cold, temperature is low, then resistance is high. Okay? Light dependent resistor measure what? Measure light. If the surrounding is very bright, then resistance is low. If the surrounding is dark, that means the light is very low, then the resistance is high. Okay? Always just go against the surrounding. Where does the current need to flow to turn on the appliance? Oh, the current memang got flow here one. Memang got flow here. But when the current reach until here, he must check whether he can pass through or not. How does he check? He need to ask this guy first. So if this guy got a lot of current, then he say, okay, you can pass. So the current to turn on the appliance, right, actually always memang ready to go one. It's just that whether he can pass through or not. He's just waiting for this guy to let him pass through only. That's the way it works. Yeah. Okay. Then this guy wait for who? This guy wait for him. Wait for him whether he got high voltage or low voltage. Okay. Yeah. So this is transistor. Okay. Transistor. All right. Now we need to move on already. We still got a lot to cover. Not enough time already. Number 5. Let's talk about tekanan air. Okay, tekanan air, right? Water pressure or liquid pressure. I don't know what's gonna come out, but I am just gonna talk about YouTube. Okay, because I realized that when I do exercise in class, I notice a lot of students still don't know how to do YouTube. Okay, I don't care what does the YouTube look like. Okay, as long as it is a U-shaped tube. Okay, could be something that looks like this. Okay, right? Could be a ball on this side. Yeah, whatever lah, Okay, as long as it's a U-shaped tube about liquid pressure, please just remember why I keep making fun of you. Okay, please always remember. Find what? Find, okay, the lowest water level. Okay, whatever you do, find the lowest water level first. Okay, let's say this. This is one liquid, this is another liquid. Right? This is just one liquid. This is also one liquid. Yeah? Find the lowest water level. Here, call this A, go to the same level, call this B. Okay? Lowest water level here. This is A, this is B. Lowest water level where? Here. This is A, this is B. Okay? Always go to the lowest water level you can find. Right? You see, no matter how many levels I have here, always go to the lowest one. A and B. Okay? Then you always start by saying pressure at A is equals to pressure at B. Don't really care what's the question. Just do this first. All right? Now I want you to replace these two things with the whatever is causing him pressure. Now, you just put your finger at A and then you start to move up. Whatever your finger touch, you write it there. Okay? Anything that is pressing down on A, I want you to write it here. Okay? For this question, right? A will be atmosphere. Okay? And then B will be atmosphere plus liquid. Okay? Technically, it's not possible. Technically, it's impossible one because both supposed to be atmosphere. Okay, then I change this question a little bit. Metal. Whatever wood. Okay, I don't even bother with it. Okay, atmosphere plus wood pressure. Okay, atmosphere because it's open. It's open. That's why you got atmosphere. Okay, now atmosphere and atmosphere can cancel each other out. In case you don't know. Okay, because they are the same on both sides. This liquid pressure, fine. H rho G. Okay, this is your H. The question will give you the density. Density is your rho. G is 9.81. Correct or not? Then they ask you lah, find the pressure from the wood. That's it. This is how you get it. This is how you get the pressure of the wood. Okay, right? Now, for the second question, you have what? You have a gas here. Okay, so A, again, from A, point up. What do you touch? You touch someone's fat. Okay, you touch the fat, you touch the gas. So the gas pressure, you touch it. Got atmosphere here or not? No, it's not open. It's closed, so no atmosphere. Okay, on the other side, move my finger up. What do I touch? I touch the liquid. So the liquid is one thing. Move my finger up some more. I touch atmosphere, so plus atmosphere. Get it? I don't care what unit they want the answer in. Maybe they want the units in cmHg. They tell you atmosphere is 76 cmHg. This liquid can be 10 cm, and this is mercury. Inside is mercury. So 10 cm of mercury, Hg, plus together only. That's it. Okay? What about this one? This one, again, let me put some gas here. Fat. Okay. So the last one will be what? Okay, move here a bit. So this one will be at A. A is this side. A is this side. Okay, A is the fat. A is the fat. No atmosphere lah, because it's closed lah. Okay. B, you got two different liquid. P liquid 1 plus P liquid 2. You see that or not? Because when I touch B, I go up, I touch the first liquid, I go up, I touch the second liquid. I go up some more, this is open, this is atmosphere, plus atmosphere. Okay now, this one do H rho G. This one given to you. If let's say this one, they give it to you as 76 cm Hg, do the H rho G for 76 centimeters mercury. Yeah, change to meters. Yeah, if they give you 76 cm Hg, do the H rho G for 0.76 meters, density of mercury, and G. What is the unit for liquid pressure? Unit for pressure is pascals, PA. Liquid or solid, also pascals. Okay, can Okay, so I don't have a lot of time, so I'm just focusing on this one. Let's hope this one come up. If it doesn't come up, YouTube, most likely you just need to do H rho G. That's it. Okay, if it doesn't come out YouTube, it's just H rho G only. Yeah. Okay, let's go on to the next one. Yes, G is 9.81, correct. Okay, the next one will be force. Wow, this one super big topic, or this one really hard to cover all. Yeah, too hard to cover all already. Okay, now since somebody requested for lift, right? Then I will do lift one. Okay, I'll do lift only. Can? Right? Because some people requested for lift, so I'll just do lift one only. Okay, so basically, right, remember, whether it's a lift or whatever, for force, you are always trying to do F equals to ma. Okay, if this is force A, this is force B, right? So you are trying to do A minus B equals to ma, or B minus A equals to ma. Depends on who is bigger. Okay, it depends on where he's going. So if I have two objects in a pulley, like that, okay, yeah, two objects in a pulley system, And then I can label the forces. Let's say this is A, okay? This is B pulling here. This one is C. Actually, this one should be B also lah, because it should be the same force one in the string. And then this one is C. Okay, now normally this will be something like friction, this will be tension, tension, weight. Okay, then for this object, I will do B minus A equals to MA. Why? Because this thing will fall down and this thing will move there, which means this will always be bigger than this. Okay, now for this guy, I will do C minus B equals to MA. Okay, now since I know C is weight, I could also change this to mg if you want. Yeah, if you want, you can change it to mg for the weight. Okay, so they will definitely give you enough information to solve this one, this one. At most, you got to solve both of them together only, ma. Correct or not? At most, you just do both of them together. Okay, right? So, yeah, this is a lift and pulley at the same time. Lift is just this one. Depends where the lift going. Accelerating up or accelerating down. Okay? But remember, if constant velocity, then A is 0. Okay? If constant velocity, then A is 0. No matter which one you use, A just 0. That's it. If you notice that they never give you enough information, then you got to do simultaneous already. Yeah, if you notice that they never give you enough information. Not chargy lah. If I drink chargy, I no need to sleep today though. This is just lemonade. Yeah. Okay, so that's it. For force, I really cannot cover too much for force, because too big already. Okay. Daya memusat is centripetal force, is it? Daya memusat. Yes, centripetal force. Okay, now M for the first equation is the first block. Yes, correct. M for the first equation is the first is this guy only. Because when you do this equation, you just your eyes can only see this part. Yeah. Okay. For centripetal force, right? I won't purposely write down, but look at the formula sheet first, Okay. Ini centripetal force, ini bukan ini Okay? Bukan ini. Ini. Tapi sometimes ini dengan ini pun boleh Okay? What times? What times this one and this one can? Let's say Earth and Moon. Okay? Because why? The Earth pull the Moon in is memang centripetal force, but is also gravitational force. Okay? Sun and Earth also can. Sun and Mars also can. Okay? Right? All these people come here, kacau. Okay, yeah. So sometimes these two can use together one. Okay, depends on the situation. But this is centripetal force, this one. Okay? Yeah. And then you need to know what sun and satellite can. Technically, sun and satellite can, but the satellite burned already. Satellite burned already. Normally for orbiting in space, one can. Yeah. Satellite and Earth can. Okay? But if let's say like it's the guy, you know the guy, he pull the rock and then he goes that one, then that one, no, you cannot use this one. If he pull the rock and then he spin it, that one, your tension will be equal to the centripetal force. Okay? Tension is equal to that. Yeah. So this is the mass. You see, this mass, small m, is the spinning object. The spinning object, okay? This v is the velocity of the object, the linear velocity. This r is the distance from center to center. Remember, R is always distance from center to center. Okay? You don't always focus on radius like that. In case they never give you the V, find from here. Find from this one. But this one cannot. Okay? Find from this one. Any of the V here lah. Whichever you got enough information. Okay? All right, now, I also dream of, what else did I dream of? Oh, phenomena cahaya kanta. Correct or not? Lens, is it? I also dreamt of lens. This is the last part of my dream already. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6, and, oh no, 8. 6, 8. Okay? Because 7 is centripetal force. Okay, yeah. The last part of my dream is phenomena cahaya kanta. So for lens, right? What do you want to know? Drawing. You want to know drawing, is it? Or what? Or I think the question might be how to remember the lens. Yeah, let me see. Telescope. Wow, telescope, microscope, no time. No time to finish. Telescope, microscope. How to remember different focal point, then what's the result, is it? Normally I just draw lah. Just draw, then that's the way. You don't need to remember which one is which one. Just draw lah. Yeah. But if you want to remember, if you want to memorize, I think teacher Junhan got a very good video to share about that one. Like you can memorize, okay, before F is what results, and then between F and 2F is what. Later I find the video for you. Or I don't know whether he's watching or not. Maybe he can send the link here. Okay, if he's watching. If not, later I find for you. Okay? Yeah, if you want to do memorization one. Okay, I do the drawing for lens. Okay, so basically, right, you need to remember that all objects they have a lot of light come out on actually. Okay, all objects a lot of light come out. But I only draw certain light ray. Okay, not all the light ray I want to draw. I only draw certain light ray. Why I choose these light rays, right, is because I know for sure what happens after they pass through the lens. Okay, for example, because I know that horizontal light like that, you see, we call them parallel. Parallel light ray, right? They always focus to where? This is a convex. Convex lens, they always focus to the F. They always focus to the focal point. Right? Okay? So, since I know this is a fact, okay? Since I know this is a fact, then whatever object I have, I just draw a horizontal light ray. I know for sure he will go to the F1. Okay? Yeah, because together with all other horizontal light ray, it will all always go to the focal point. Okay, so this is one thing I know for sure. Okay, now another thing that I know for sure is if you pass through this center, the optical center, that one confirm no need to bend. That one just goes straight through only. Okay, so you can see, yeah, no matter what I draw, I always try to draw these two light rays. Okay, straight, go to the F, and then one that goes to the middle. Then I just try to find how can I make these two lines intersect each other. Okay, if it doesn't seem like it want to intersect, then I draw the other side. I draw backwards. But backwards must be dotted line because why? This is fake one. This one is all fake light. Okay, the real light already go out already one. This is fake one. Cannot move backwards one. Like, yeah. Concave still go into focal point. Okay, if it's concave, okay, right. Yeah, for those that need to sleep, y'all go sleep first. Okay, if it's concave, this is how it works. Then That's why I always say, I always ask students to remember this one, to remember this diagram. Okay? If it's concave, we know it's gonna go out like that, correct or not? Okay? But this go out is not random one, it's not random one. If you trace them back, they will always go to the F also one. Okay, still go to the F. So same thing also, I know that all horizontal light will do this, right? So when I have an object, I just make sure I have a horizontal light ray, and then it will go out. But this go out, again, is not random one. It's not random one. It must always trace back to your F1. Okay, must always trace back. Second one is the same. Second one, you just go center. My battery 5% only. I finish battery, then I stop already. No more already. Okay, so my image will be here. Okay, so this is for drawing. Yeah, it doesn't matter where the object is. The way you draw will always be the same. Okay, then find the intersection point. So the characteristics of the image, right? So we got real versus virtual. In case they ask for definition, real means can be projected onto a screen. Virtual means cannot be projected onto a screen. Okay, in case they ask for the definition, right? And then how to differentiate real and virtual is you see if you got use any dotted lines, confirm is virtual already. Okay, confirm is virtual if you got use any dotted lines. Yeah, if no dotted lines and you can intersect, normally it's real already. Okay, and then we got upright. Hey, sorry, upright, I should write the other side. Because virtual always pair with upright one. These two are a pair. Real always pair with inverted one. These two are a pair. Okay? Inverted means upside down from your original. So concave will reflect back. Concave mirror will reflect back. But now we are doing lens only. So lenses, they don't reflect light one. Lens, they must let the light go through. Yeah. Okay? Dotted lines are the ones will go behind the concave lens. Yeah, dotted lines again. You see, if my light ray go out, you want to come back here, you must use dotted lines because the actual light already fly away already. So you want to trace back, you must use dotted lines because the real light never come back one. Okay, and then what's one more? Real, virtual, inverted, upright. Oh, the size. Yeah, magnified, diminished. Any tips on how to tackle essay when it's last minute? Read more. Go and read all the essay answers that you can. Yeah, read all the essay answers that you can. Whatever essay question or past year trial paper, or you just read the answer only. That's the best way already. Because a lot is very repeated answers one. Very typical answers one always. Okay? And then one more thing, I think someone requested for calculation, right? Calculation for the lens formula. Okay, lens formula is like this. 1 over f equals to 1 over u plus 1 over v. Okay, so f is the focal length. Focal length. Okay, this one I think last already. Okay, focal length, right? You can have positive or negative. Depends on what kind of lens you are using. For convex lens, right? Because all the light will pass through the F. Okay, you see, the actual real light rays will pass through the F. So that means my F must be a positive value. Okay? For concave, just now I show you, right? For concave, the light actually spread out one. So how do you go to the F? You see, it's only dotted line that go to the F1. The real light rays, they never go to the F1, It's the dotted lines that we trace back, go to the F. So we say the focal point is like a fake focal point, virtual one. That's why it's negative. Okay, right? Okay, later I try to mention a bit of the modification. Okay, and then for U is a object distance. This one, because object must always be real one, that you cannot have like a virtual object because the thing is there, right? The tree is there, the person is there, the object is there. Okay, the candle is there. So object is always positive one. Okay? Then this image distance, you just see whether your image is real or virtual. Just have to see image is real or virtual. Real is positive, virtual is negative. But normally this is the one you find one. Normally this is the one you calculate. Sometimes they can ask you to calculate this also. They will tell you a real image is formed. Then maybe you use this one positive. Okay, or they connect it to your drawing. After you finish drawing, what kind of image you have from the drawing. If it's virtual, then negative here. If it's real, then positive here. Yeah. Okay, can all right. So someone mentioned a little bit about like what things depend on focal length and diameter. Is it like the lens? Okay. So lens, right? If it's thin and fat we say thickness of lens. Okay, thickness of lens, right? So if it's thin, then you have longer focal. I shouldn't have drawn this here. You have longer focal length. Okay, if it's thick, then you have shorter focal length. Why? Because thick more powerful. More powerful, the light really bend a lot. Okay? Yeah, the light bend a lot. Then when do you want longer focal length or shorter focal length? Okay, for example, like camera. Okay, for camera one, longer focal length means more zoom. Okay, more zoom. But we don't really say zoom we say magnification Okay, longer focal length for you to see far objects. More zoom, right? This one, less zoom, but it also means you got wider field of view. Okay, more zoom means you can see further things, but small portion only. Less zoom, then you can see wider. Okay, and then for the diameter of lens, diameter of lens, so like that versus like that. Okay, this one just brighter because more light can enter. Yeah. Okay. Again, diameter, if you're talking about this, is just more light or less light only. Okay? Yeah, more light or less light. So it's just brighter image or darker image. Okay? Yeah. For 10 modification, what's the most suitable material? You choose based on lightweight, low density, can reflect heat. Okay? And then maybe what do you call this? Can let air pass through. Yeah, maybe that's another one. Okay. All right. So yes, that's it. Okay. I will upload this PDF, okay, to the Google Drive. Actually, you know what? If you want to stay for just a little while longer, I will upload this right now. Cause my iPad gonna die already. I have to do it now already. If I don't do it now, then no more already. Okay, if you want to go to sleep first, tomorrow morning you can go to the YouTube video, the one where I did live, and then I'll put it at the description. Hopefully can. Hopefully can. I'll put it at the description. Okay, so if you just stay for a few more seconds, I will send you the link for this PDF. Okay, once again, thank you everybody for coming. Good luck for tomorrow's paper. Okay, here's the link, everybody. Yeah, you can try to open it. Okay, you can get the PDF. You can see in the chat. All right. Can I share link on YouTube? I think can also. Yep. Okay. All right. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Miss Wai Ling. Okay, thank you. Bye bye. Most last minute thing, the best thing you can do now is get enough sleep already, really. I think that's the best thing you can do now already. Get enough sleep. Yes, good luck, everybody. Thank you, thank you. Good night. Okay, thank you. Bye-bye. Am I late? You just appear only. You just came only. Yeah, perfect timing, perfect timing. Okay, all right. Thank you, everybody. No, get your sleep now, okay? Get your sleep. You need sleep to perform well, okay? Don't stay up late to study. I suggest you can go to sleep now already. While everything's still fresh in your mind. I suggest you go to sleep now. Yeah. Okay, thank you, everybody. Bye-bye.